Qué ole, everybody? ¿Cómo estás? It's Friday. I think it's March 1st. Anyhow, wanted to do a little video today, talk about some things I ran into. Today I ran into a guy that I see quite a bit, and really good guy, good people. Anyways, so we got to talking. We were talking about my camper because he was interested in getting a camper so that he could start, doing the camping thing. And the reason why he was saying is because he wants to be able to be more free to, just go where he wants, when he wants, get out of the California rat race. So we were talking about the camper. And we really never talked about, personal lives and stuff that we've been through. But today we had that chance. And I'm always working on projects as far as cars, demoing and destruction and trying to work on what I know how to do, which is not much, but he's always watching me, or as he goes by, he'll see me, doing something to whether it was a C10 or the van or the camper or whatever. But we got to sharing. I took him inside the camper to look at it, and he does a lot of woodwork, so he was giving me some good pointers, and as we were sitting there talking, I wish I would have had my phone at the time. We wound up talking for about a half hour, and kind of find out we have a lot of similarities in life. One of them is he's probably about 5 years younger than me, but he's been dealing with a lot of the anxieties and just different issues like I do. And he was telling me he was at the gym, and Sunday he gets frustrated with people there, or just want to be with their cameras, or just different things, and it's like he goes there to work out and that's it, and they're just different people that do different things. But the problem was that it builds anxieties, and you start getting upset, and you're trying to do your personal workout, and somebody else is just wanting to be there filming themselves. I don't know. It just I get it. I understand. Seems like a lot of people go to the gym with their tripods and everything else. It's more of a video than a workout. But anyhow, so we got to talking, and I asked him, why do you think you get bothered by those things? Because then we all get bothered by something. And he goes, I've been through a lot, childhood stuff. And he said, my wife passed away, 20 years ago. And starting with a new life, raised his kids, by himself, and got through all that. And it's a trip that we both have childhood trauma, and that carries over today to anxiety, depression, anger, violence. It's like we almost got robbed of, we got robbed. We got robbed of our childhood. He got robbed, I got robbed. And people don't seem to understand, you might look sane and normal. He's a nice guy, clean cut, no tattoos, gabacho, and I would have never known that we had the same life. The insecurities of our moms not being there for us, and all the above. The abuse, the violence. It's just very sad. And, like I told him, he goes, you seem always to be pretty calm. I said, well, I didn't used to be. I used to be a violent offender because I didn't know how to deal with anxieties and depression. I said, I turned to alcohol and then drugs. He goes, yeah, I turned to alcohol too. He goes, and that wasn't working. That wasn't helping, because once I got upset under alcohol, it just seemed to make things worse, I said, yeah, I definitely know, man. I sobered up 20 years ago, and now I deal with, my anxieties and depression and nervousness, all the above, sober. So it's still difficult at times, to have to figure it out. But we got to get through it, like I told him, being a violent offender, being that I was already in prison, for the 3 years that I was there. I had to make a choice, and find out, man, if I don't make a change in my life, prison will be my life. And I was telling him about it. One of the things I mentioned is you can't let people that you don't know, or even if you do know them, you can't let them control you. If you act out of rage because of your anger or the things that are bothering you, then you have allowed that person to control you. You have allowed that person to upset you. And now your reaction, your choice to reacting and how you did, has gotten you in trouble. So that's the problem. There's always a reaction to what we're dealing with at the time. It just depends on how you do it. I paroled in 1988. I ain't never been back. And was it easy? No, it wasn't easy. Sometimes you got to let little small things go. And I think the most thing that probably helped me out was you could kind of recognize a problem before it even starts. And, you could just go somewhere else. But, it's shocking to me that I've met so many different race, nationalities, brown, black, and white, Asians. They've all been through the same difficulties, whether it was child abuse, domestic, physically, mentally, sexually, that happened when they were, kids. And now we're adults. I'm 58. I think he said he was 52, and we still deal with this. And it's very unfortunate that we get robbed of our childhood, but we can't continue to allow that to, play a part in today's life where we make the wrong choice. So we spoke, and I enjoyed talking to him, and he invited over to his house, and he's pretty handy. He does a lot of cool things, and it was good to catch up. Breaking bread, man. Me personally, I kick it with all gente. I don't surrogate myself because I'm not in prison no more. In prison, you surrogate to your own people. But I'm not in lockup no more. My personality is I like to talk to everybody. ¿Qué hule? Buenos días. Good morning. How are you? Those are the words that I share. And through whatever, culture it might be. Like I said, color's a color. But I don't look at people as colors. I look at people as people. And I respect that, man. And I respect that they respect me. I dig that. But it's a trip, man, that the more I talk to different people, the more I find out that we're all hurting from the same thing. We've all been through some kind of trauma in one way or another. And I'm glad I was able to speak with them and talk to them and let them know, man, that, try not to let our young lives, run our life today. We're not little kids no more. Although we're still hurt, we never got the closure. We never got the love, that love that we desired from our mothers or whoever we desired it from, fathers, mothers, or whatever. But, like I told them, you know what? You raise your kids. They're adults now. And now it's time for you to go live your life. Whatever it is that is. His wife passed away 20 years ago. He's got a girlfriend now. And I says, man, you can get up and go do whatever it is you want to do in this whole world. It's your choice, man. If you want to get that camper, get your camper. And go live that life. He knows how to do internet and all that kind of stuff. I don't. I just have this phone. But yeah, they're able to work remotely and travel and do what they got to do. And that's great. And like I told him, you don't want to get so upset to where you get yourself in trouble, you get locked up. Because once you go there, you're going to have more trouble than what you have here. Believe me. And if you're dealing with anger and anxieties and you're a fighter, well, you're going to a place where so is everybody else. And that aggression is just there, full speed ahead, man. Everybody's just going through what they go through in life. But I just thought I would share that today. It was in my mind. I was happy to meet him, talk to him. He told me, you seem like you're real calm and cool and laid back. I said, yeah, I am right now, but I didn't used to be. I was a hothead, travieso, always in trouble, always fighting. It's just who I was. But, we fight because there's something where we were missing. You learn to fight for food. You learn to fight for a ride. You learn to fight for whatever it is, because you don't have, so you have to fight for it. It's unfortunate, but we don't have to fight no more. We're adults. We have jobs and incomes and cars and homes. We can make choices to stay or to go live whatever life we want to live, So I told him, be careful with your choices, man, because don't let somebody upset you so much that you're gonna get yourself locked up. It's just not worth it. And he's a good person, nice guy. So I just thought I would share that. Y'all be cool. It's almost 8 o'clock at night, Friday night, Feed Me Friday. Got this little bit of rain coming down here in the coast, so it feels good. Heater's on. Just had some caldo, nice and warm. Hit the spot. Okay, with that being said, yo te la suave. Keep it OG. Enjoy the cruise.